My beloved soul, listen carefully. A special person is thanking God for you. Beautiful news from the divine is closer than you think. Because what I am about to reveal is not random inspiration, it is not emotional exaggeration, and it is not coincidence. Heaven has been observing your tears, heaven has been recording your prayers, and right now, at this very moment, there is a special person somewhere in this world who is lifting your name before God with gratitude. Yes, you heard that correctly. Someone is thanking God for you. Before we go any further, if this message is already stirring something deep inside you, I invite you in reverence, not pressure, not obligation, but as a simple act of faith, to type, "I receive this," in the comments. Like this video, subscribe, and click the bell so you do not miss what heaven releases next. And if in your heart you feel led to send a super thanks, let it be a voluntary whisper of gratitude to God, never a transaction, never a requirement, never connected to earning any blessing. Blessings cannot be bought. Miracles are not for sale. They are gifts of grace. Now breathe deeply, because this message is personal. You were led here on purpose. This is not a coincidence. God has not forgotten you. My beloved soul, there is a sacred reality unfolding behind the scenes. While you have been questioning your worth, while you have been wondering if your prayers were reaching beyond the ceiling, someone has been telling God, "Thank you for bringing this person into my life." You may not see it yet. You may not feel it fully. But heaven is watching, and heaven is aligning hearts in divine timing. The word says in Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 that He makes everything beautiful in its time. Not in your rush. Not in your fear. Not in your anxiety. But in His time. And the time is closer than you think. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something powerful is being whispered into your spirit right now. For so long you have felt unseen. You have carried burdens silently. You have loved deeply and sometimes wondered if your love was wasted. You have given kindness when you felt empty yourself. You have stayed faithful when it would have been easier to walk away. And in your quiet nights, you have cried tears that no one else witnessed. But heaven witnessed them. Psalm 56 verse 8 says that God collects your tears in His bottle. Not one tear has been ignored. Not one sigh has been dismissed. And now, as you stand in this waiting season, feeling suspended between promise and fulfillment, there is someone whose heart has been softened because of you. Someone whose faith has been strengthened because of your presence. Someone who has looked up and said, "Lord, thank you for sending this person into my life." My beloved soul, stay with me till the end, something sacred is still unfolding. You must understand that before beautiful news manifests in the physical, it is first spoken in the spiritual. Before doors open, prayers rise. Before reunion, there is preparation. God has been preparing you in the silence. He has been refining your character, strengthening your patience, healing old wounds that you thought would define you forever. The waiting was not punishment. The delay was not rejection. It was divine alignment. Isaiah 40 verse 31 declares that those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. You have been renewed in ways you cannot even measure. And the one who is thanking God for you has also been in their own season of preparation. God does not unite hearts prematurely. He aligns them at the appointed time. Heaven is watching both sides of the story. While you were doubting your significance, someone else was recognizing your value. While you were praying for confirmation, someone else was thanking God for the confirmation you represent in their life. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. There were nights when you felt alone, when you wondered if anyone truly understood the depth of your heart. You felt misunderstood, overlooked, even forgotten. But you were never forgotten. You were being protected. God was shielding you from connections that would have drained you, from paths that would have broken you further. He was preserving you for something sacred. And now, in this sacred hour, beautiful news from the divine is closer than you think. The person thanking God for you may not have spoken it to you yet. They may not have revealed the depth of their gratitude. But in quiet conversations with heaven, your name has been spoken with appreciation. They have said, "Lord, thank you for their patience. Thank you for their kindness. Thank you for their heart." My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. You see, God's timing is not random. It is precise. Habakkuk 2 verse 3 says that the vision awaits an appointed time, it will not delay. Though it tarry, wait for it. You have been in the though it tarry season. But now, the appointed time is approaching. You have been shaped by the waiting. Your faith has matured. Your discernment has sharpened. You no longer chase what is not aligned. You no longer beg for what God has not assigned. You have learned to surrender. And surrender is where miracles begin. Heaven is watching your posture. Heaven is honoring your obedience. And as you have been thanking God for what you do not yet see, someone else has been thanking God for you. This is not ordinary news. This is divine confirmation. You were led here on purpose. My beloved soul, do not drift away from this message, because what comes next carries weight. There is a shift happening in the spiritual realm. The distance between prayer and manifestation is shrinking. What you cried about last year will become the testimony you speak about soon. The loneliness that once felt suffocating will be replaced with companionship that feels safe. The uncertainty that kept you awake at night will give way to peace that surpasses understanding, just as Philippians 4 verse 7 promises. The person thanking God for you is not perfect. They are human. But their gratitude is real. Their recognition is genuine. And their heart is being aligned with yours under the guidance of heaven. God has not forgotten you. Let that echo in your spirit. God has not forgotten you. My beloved soul, stay present, because the revelation is deepening. You have asked God for a sign. You have whispered, "Lord, if this is from you, confirm it." And this message is part of that confirmation. This is not about fantasy. It is about divine orchestration. It is about a father who sees his child waiting and says, "It is time to reassure them." Heaven is watching your endurance. Heaven is responding to your faith. And the beautiful news you have been hoping for is moving closer with every passing day. Even now, conversations are forming. Decisions are being influenced. Hearts are being softened. Paths are being cleared. You cannot see it all, but heaven sees it completely. My beloved soul, do not skip what I am about to say next. The gratitude being lifted to God on your behalf is not only about who you are, but about who you are becoming. The person thanking God for you sees your growth. They see the difference between who you were and who you are now. They see the healing in your voice. They see the strength in your boundaries. They see the gentleness in your spirit. And they are thanking God not only for your presence, but for your transformation. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17 says that if anyone is in Christ, they are a new creation. The old has passed away. The new has come. You are not the same person who once settled for crumbs. You are not the same person who tolerated less than you deserved. You have evolved through pain. You have grown through disappointment. And that growth is being honored in the spiritual realm. My beloved soul, stay with me, because the climax of this message is approaching like dawn after a long night. There were moments when you almost gave up. Moments when you questioned whether waiting was foolish. Moments when silence felt like abandonment. But silence was preparation. Silence was construction behind closed doors. Silence was heaven arranging what you could not arrange yourself. And now, as this special person thanks God for you, they are unknowingly participating in the answer to your own prayers. What you asked God for is beginning to recognize you. What you prayed for is beginning to feel grateful for you. This is divine symmetry. This is alignment. This is fulfillment drawing near. My beloved soul, hold on a little longer. Do not scroll away from this sacred whisper. The beautiful news from the divine is closer than you think. It may arrive as a message, a conversation, an unexpected confession, or a door opening that you thought was permanently closed. But when it arrives, you will feel peace. You will feel clarity. You will feel the quiet assurance that says, "This is from God." James 1 verse 17 reminds us that every good and perfect gift comes from above. What is coming is not confusion. It is not chaos. It is not fear. It is a gift. And heaven does not send gifts to harm you. Heaven sends gifts to bless you. My beloved soul, receive this final declaration with faith. A special person is thanking God for you. Beautiful news from the divine is closer than you think. What you have prayed for is not lost. What you have hoped for is not foolish. What you have waited for is not in vain. The season is shifting. The door is opening. The answer is approaching. May peace settle over your heart. May faith rise within your spirit. May you rest tonight knowing that heaven is watching, God has not forgotten you, and what is meant for you is already moving toward you. Stay expectant. Stay prayerful. Stay ready. The beautiful news is near, and it carries your name. My beloved soul, as you sit with these words, let them sink beneath the surface of your emotions and into the marrow of your spirit, because what is unfolding is not shallow encouragement, it is a divine unveiling. There is a sacred stirring happening beyond what your eyes can see. The one who is thanking God for you has been through their own valley, their own stretching, their own breaking. And in that breaking, God began to show them your face, your character, your presence as a gift. You may not understand how deeply you have impacted them. You may not realize that your quiet strength became their answered prayer. But heaven orchestrates connections with precision. Heaven does not guess. Heaven aligns. And this alignment has been sealed in prayer long before you noticed it in reality. My beloved soul, do not grow weary now. Do not let impatience rob you of expectation. Galatians 6 verse 9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart." You are in the due season. The harvest of gratitude is rising toward you. Someone is recognizing your worth in a way that honors God. Someone is seeing you not as an option, but as a blessing. And they are lifting their gratitude to the throne of grace. Stay with me, because heaven is still speaking. You have asked God to remove what is not meant for you, and He has. You have asked Him to close doors that would destroy your peace, and He has. But now you must trust Him to open what aligns with your destiny. The person thanking God for you has felt your absence before they fully understood your value. They have sensed that you are not common. They have realized that your presence carries peace, that your words carry sincerity, that your heart carries loyalty. And in their quiet moments, they have said, Lord, if this is from you, protect it. If this is from you, guide it. If this is from you, let it unfold in your perfect time. My beloved soul, do not skip this sacred revelation. The gratitude being spoken over you is shifting atmospheres. It is inviting divine favor. It is creating pathways where there were once obstacles. Proverbs 18 verse 22 declares that he who finds a good thing obtains favor from the Lord. You are not merely being noticed. You are being cherished in prayer. And when someone thanks God for you, it means they see you as a blessing, not a burden. It means they recognize the divine fingerprint on your life. It means they understand that you were sent, not stumbled upon. Heaven is watching this exchange. Heaven is smiling over this unfolding. And you, my beloved soul, are standing at the edge of beautiful news that will confirm what your spirit has long hoped for. Stay present, because what comes next will anchor your faith. There were times when you questioned if you were too much, too emotional, too intense, too hopeful. But God designed you with intention. Psalm 139 reminds you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your depth is not a flaw. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your longing for something real is not foolishness. The one who is thanking God for you is thanking Him for those very qualities. They are thanking Him for your compassion. They are thanking Him for your authenticity. They are thanking Him for your unwavering belief in love that reflects heaven's design. My beloved soul, remain until the end, because the final unveiling is drawing near. You must understand that gratitude is a seed. And when someone plants gratitude in prayer, God responds. The beautiful news from the divine is not a distant dream. It is a nearing reality. Conversations are about to shift. Walls are about to lower. Honesty is about to rise. The distance between silence and confession is narrowing. And when the moment arrives, it will not feel forced. It will feel ordained. It will carry peace instead of pressure. It will carry clarity instead of confusion. Because when God is the author, chaos does not lead the story. My beloved soul, hear this clearly. The delay was never denial. The silence was never abandonment. Lamentations 3 verse 25 says, The Lord is good to those who wait for Him, to the soul who seeks Him. You have been seeking. You have been waiting. And now goodness is moving toward you in a form that reflects your prayers. The one who thanks God for you has been praying for confirmation. And you are that confirmation. They have asked for someone who carries faith, someone who values commitment, someone who reflects Christ in their character. And God has been shaping you to stand in that answered prayer. Stay with me, because heaven has more to reveal. There is a divine acceleration taking place. What once felt stagnant will begin to move. What once felt uncertain will begin to clarify. You will notice small signs at first. A change in tone. A deeper conversation. A vulnerability that was not there before. These are not coincidences. They are breadcrumbs of fulfillment. And as you recognize them, your heart will whisper, This is what I prayed for. This is what I waited for. My beloved soul, do not allow fear to sabotage what faith has built. When the beautiful news arrives, receive it with humility and confidence. You are not undeserving. You are not lucky. You are aligned. Ephesians 3 verse 20 declares that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we ask or think. What is coming may surpass your expectations. It may restore hope you thought was gone. It may heal wounds you thought would linger forever. And in that moment, you will realize that heaven was working all along. The special person thanking God for you will not remain silent forever. Gratitude eventually seeks expression. Prayer eventually births action. And when they speak, it will not be out of impulse. It will be out of conviction. They will know that you are not just someone they admire, but someone they thank God for. My beloved soul, hold this truth close. You were led here on purpose. Heaven is watching. God has not forgotten you. Beautiful news from the divine is closer than you think. Let peace anchor you. Let faith steady you. Let expectation rise within you. Because what you have prayed for is not behind you. It is before you. And the gratitude being lifted in your name is the sound of your breakthrough approaching. Rest tonight knowing that heaven is aligning hearts, confirming promises, and preparing a moment that will feel like answered prayer. The story is not ending in silence. It is rising into fulfillment. And you, my beloved soul, are about to witness the beauty of God's perfect timing unfold in your life. My beloved soul, as this message continues to unfold, feel the weight of it settling gently upon your spirit, because this is not imagination, this is revelation. There is a sacred exchange happening in the unseen realm. While you have been asking God for reassurance, someone else has been thanking God for the reassurance you are in their life. Do you understand how powerful that is? You have been praying to be valued, and at the same time, your value has been acknowledged in heaven. You have been asking to be chosen, and your name has already been spoken in gratitude before the throne of grace. This is not a coincidence. You were led here on purpose. My beloved soul, do not rush through this holy moment. Stay with me. Because heaven is still unveiling layers of truth that your heart has longed to hear. There were days when you questioned if your presence even mattered. Days when your silence felt invisible. Days when your loyalty felt unnoticed. But heaven was recording everything. Every sacrifice. Every compromise you refused to make. Every time you chose integrity over attention. And now, the reward of that integrity is beginning to surface. The special person who is thanking God for you has recognized what others overlooked. They have discerned the depth that casual eyes could not see. They have felt the safety in your spirit. They have experienced the calm in your voice. And in their quiet prayers, they have said, Lord, thank you for bringing this person into my life. My beloved soul, remain attentive, because what I am about to speak carries prophetic weight. The gratitude they feel is not shallow admiration. It is rooted in revelation. God has shown them that you are not random. You are intentional. You are not temporary. You are significant. And when God reveals the significance of a person, it changes everything. Proverbs 3 verse 5 reminds you to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. You could not have orchestrated this recognition. You could not have forced this gratitude. It is divine. It is sacred. It is heaven-aligned. Stay with me till the very end, because the final unveiling will anchor your soul in peace. There is a shift happening even now. The waiting season that once felt heavy is becoming light. The silence that once felt confusing is becoming clear. You are stepping out of uncertainty and into confirmation. And when the beautiful news from the divine reaches you in tangible form, it will feel like a gentle but undeniable embrace from God Himself. It will not be chaotic. It will not be rushed. It will be steady. It will be sincere. It will be filled with clarity. Because what God ordains carries peace. My beloved soul, do not let fear whisper lies to you now. Fear will try to say it is too good to be true. Fear will try to remind you of past disappointments. But this is not the past repeating itself. This is restoration. Joel 2 verse 25 declares that God restores the years the locust has eaten. The years of doubt. The years of heartbreak. The years of feeling unseen. Restoration is not just about replacing what was lost. It is about bringing something greater, something purer, something aligned with heaven's design. And the person thanking God for you is part of that restoration. They are not perfect, but they are being prepared. They are not flawless, but they are being refined. Just as you have been refined. My beloved soul, do not skip this sacred confirmation. Heaven is watching your response. Will you receive this with faith, or will you let skepticism steal your joy? The gratitude rising in prayer over your life is a sign that your season is changing. Doors that felt locked are beginning to loosen. Conversations that felt distant are beginning to soften. Hearts that felt guarded are beginning to open. And when the moment of revelation arrives, when the beautiful news is finally spoken aloud, it will feel like destiny recognizing destiny. You will sense it in your spirit before you hear it in words. You will feel peace before you see proof. Because when something is orchestrated by God, it carries His signature. My beloved soul, hold on a little longer. The anticipation you feel is not false hope. It is spiritual awareness. Romans 8 verse 28 assures you that all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to His purpose. You are called. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. The special person thanking God for you is part of the good being woven into your story. Even the delays were threads in the design. Even the tears were watering seeds you could not yet see. Stay with me now, because the final declaration is near. There is something powerful about being thanked in prayer. It means your existence has brought light to someone's darkness. It means your presence has brought stability to someone's chaos. It means your love has reflected God's love in a tangible way. And heaven honors that reflection. Heaven multiplies what reflects its heart. The gratitude spoken over you is not ending in words. It is moving toward action. It is moving toward expression. It is moving toward beautiful news that will confirm what your heart has whispered in hope. My beloved soul, breathe deeply and receive this final prophetic assurance. The person who is thanking God for you will not remain hidden in silence forever. The divine timing that has been shaping both of you is reaching its appointed hour. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 declares that there is a time for everything under heaven. And this is the time for revelation. This is the time for clarity. This is the time for answered prayer. When the beautiful news arrives, it will not require you to beg. It will not require you to chase. It will meet you where you are, with dignity and peace. Because what comes from God does not diminish you. It honors you. My beloved soul, let this truth settle over you like gentle rain. You were led here on purpose. Heaven is watching. God has not forgotten you. A special person is thanking God for you, not casually, not occasionally, but sincerely. And the beautiful news from the divine is closer than you think. The tears you cried were not wasted. The prayers you whispered were not unheard. The waiting you endured was not pointless. It was preparation for a moment that will feel like heaven touching earth in your life. Now I speak this over you with prophetic certainty. The season of wondering is ending. The season of confirmation is beginning. What you have prayed for is near. What you have hoped for is approaching. What you have surrendered to God is returning to you in a form that carries peace. May your heart rest in assurance. May your faith rise higher than your fear. May your spirit remain steady in expectation. Because the God who began this story in your life is faithful to complete it. And when the beautiful news unfolds, you will look back and realize that every delay was divine, every tear was sacred, and every moment of waiting was leading to this fulfillment. My beloved soul, receive this with confidence. It is closer than you think. It is nearer than you feel. And it carries the fingerprints of God all over it. Type Amen.